Welcome to day 3 of our week of webisodes, our Hunkydory Christmas. Well, today we have a heartfelt kit that's full of unique cards.
We have wreaths, diamond apertures, and festive surprises.
That sounds interesting, doesn't it? I bet there are going to be more surprises. Come play with us. Now, Hunkydory calls this a luxury card collection, and that's because there's so much stuff in it.
Right,
Just
so much
lots.
stuff and lots of foil detailing.
Right.
Great.
Now, we're going to go into each of the types of cards that we talked about in the beginning. So I just want to show you kind of the collection. You do have ribbon because you need these for the special reveal. There are envelopes. There are also boxes. So that's
for some
nice.
of those cards that have a little bit more depth, you have something to send them in.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that you're probably asking yourself right now is, are there instructions? Well, yes, there are. There are 3 unique types of cards, and the wreath is the first that we'll talk about. Then we're going to talk about the diamond aperture. Then we're going to talk about the festive surprise. So there are instructions.
And an inspiration sheet.
Right.
So you can see some of the things that they suggest doing, but of course you can do a little of your own thing too.
Of course. On the back side of this, it's what they call their inspiration. So you get a close-up look of several cards this way too. So plenty of things to inspire you, but also things to kind of lend a helping hand.
And there's lots in the kit to do lots of cards with.
There is. Now, we're going to start with the wreath cards, and they are going to, as you can tell, there's a wreath, going to come in several different colors. So we have the red, we've got a blue, we have a pink, and something else that's connected together.
Right,
Purple.
like a burgundy. And what's great, it's just covered with all of these little pop-out die cuts that you can decorate your wreath with or use just to decorate the card.
Right, and you can see the foiling as I'm wiggling this. Now, in addition to this, there are also these pieces, and these are the base, right? Okay.
So each of these style of cards that we're going to show you, there's 4 cards that you can create from it in the way that they're showing it.
Right.
You might be able to save things and make other cards too. But these are great because, well, we're going to show you.
Here is the first wreath card. Now, this has been made into an easel card. So it stands up like so. Everything is die cut. So that wreath, along with the message on the inside. So you can use that message or stamp or computer journal your own.
Right.
But you can see the depth.
Because the wreath has been placed on there, and then each of the elements were foam taped on top of it to create that layered look.
And then you get the little bow also.
Right. The actual card that you pop out, it looks like this. In that particular construction, it's already scored for you here and here. It's scored 2 places. You see another score, but that was something I did for later. So it comes scored in 2 places, and you're just going to fold it down like that and place your wreath on this part.
Right. And then what happened is that our designer decided to foam tape up one of the smaller pieces, the Merry Christmas in this case, and that's where the wreath is going to rest to be an easel card. But it does fold flat for mailing, so that works very nicely. Now, there is a variation, and that's what you alluded to, and this one was folded differently and using a different part of the die cuts in the kit. Now, we did add some memory thread right here, but this one is that same base folded differently that Gail will show you. Look how that tucks under, and then it opens up like so. So how did you get that?
Well, this is something that Susan did. She took the same card construction and she turned it over this way. This is going to be the inside of your card. So you've got those 2 original score lines, and then she scored once more up from the bottom. It was about, I think it was 2 1/4 inches. You can find that dimension in the gallery, so that you can fold it this way and this way.
And then when she did it that way, she added one of the additional card toppers that you get in the kit, and then also tucked it under this one that is foam taped in place. So she made a really different kind of card. And just want you to know that you can do that too. Now, with this idea, you do need to finish the inside.
Right, and there's cardstock within the kit,
Right.
extra cardstock that you can use for that.
Right, the adorable scoreable that's got foiling like this one and non-foiled, and extra of the little die cuts. So this is another, and then she slipped on, as I said, the gold memory thread. Right,
That's
like
a very
so.
nice look.
Very pretty. Okay, that's one.
That's one. That's the wreath construction.
Yes, now we're going to go into the diamond aperture. Now the things that make this is really interesting. So you're going to have pieces like this that are foiled. They've got a die cut center, but they've got some scoring on the sides. So you're going to get those with art, with messages, with other art.
In the different colors, so you can see there's greens,
Messages.
there's burgundies, reds. Then you've got the backing to those cards.
Which it looks like this. It is plain, and this is going to make 4 more cards. Don't look at this because this is for the next one. Okay, now the diamond aperture is going to look like this. So we take this base, fold it, and that's going to be our card wraparound. Our inside, right, is going to go like this. This is the diamond aperture. That's that piece that is long, and it has the 2 folds that go into a valley fold and then this mountain fold in the middle. Now, our designer added some green suede paper on the inside, and you can see the depth of that.
So if you're using this for the back, and you can use other cardstock if you like, then you put that suede would go right on here.
Right.
And here's the piece that has this little window inside. And what you do is you pop out the window, like so. So if you were to put suede on the inside, then you would set that right on top of that suede.
Well, actually, in this case, what they did is they used the inside of that window.
Oh, you're right.
So that way it gave a little more of the green around it. So just popping that out, you're going to have an extra frame. Oh my goodness, where can you use that?
Let's see, maybe on another card.
Maybe on another card. So you can see that that just pops out. So the suede was glued to the inside. This was positioned in the center.
Right.
And?
Right where the fold is.
Right.
On the fold line. So when that's folded, that piece is going to be folded too.
Right.
And then this sits right on top of it, like so.
And what
I'm going to remove the suede so we can
get that out of the way.
See what we're doing here.
Okay.
But when that's on there, when that's on the back, then when you fold it,
you're going to fold the center one in a mountain fold, like so.
And then the side pieces.
You really think that's going to stay there?
Really, it should be glued in place, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so and then when you fold it in the center, these pieces fold up like so.
Right. All designed to fit perfectly. Thus, we have the diamond aperture, which is just really fun. Then you can go back and add other elements to the front of the card. There are additional die cuts in the set. Oh, that's where this could have also gone. You can do other things.
Good idea.
So that works very nicely. And you have enough to make 4 of the diamond aperture cards. And boy, I'm going to want to trace that because I think that's something I want to remember. Yeah. Now we're getting into the festive surprise, and this makes 8 cards.
It makes 8 cards, and the surprise part is kind of the fun part.
It is. So you're going to get pieces like this, and this takes a couple of different pieces to create. So just want to show you the art. There's words here, talk about Christmas is here. Again, you're getting the foiling. We'll get in closer just so you can see the detail. The art is just lovely. It's very delicate, very, very pretty. This is also going to have a window. You can see those score lines also has some die cuts with words on it, has this funny little piece that we'll show you how to use. So just going, like I said, through the art, let's just focus on the art. Just know that there are words and other things. So
this is great. It's
John
like
will get in closer.
Little
We can
Christmas
see.
sweets here with candy canes.
I just love the art. I think it's just so pretty. We've got a mannequin with a festive fashion.
A Christmas dress on there.
And a Christmas good cheer and some ornaments. And then, like I said,
the gold is beautiful.
yeah, and all the art and the words are going to coordinate with it just so far as the art, as you can see. We have a tree, and we have more ornaments.
More ornaments and a teal.
And we have a heart, so getting into that.
And then we have the pieces that go with this.
Right.
Which coordinate with each page.
Are these. So you've got these shaped pieces that are scored in the center. We'll show you ways to use those. This artwork is also coordinating with the die cut and foiled artwork. So again, I won't go through all of them as she's flipping through all of them. But you do see every single one that is going to coordinate with the art.
There's one that matches with each of the artwork. And there is even an additional piece for this one.
For the inside,
surprise.
right. We've got some paper. Now this is paper, but it also has more of the message, and you can use these for the insides of your cards. So we have these. And let me show you a couple of versions of this. So here is one version where you can see that folded piece. But the surprise of the festive surprise is this. You see this ribbon? Let's get in even closer so we can see.
So you're looking at what was in the window.
Right, right there.
That die cut that was popped out.
But this one is loose inside this little box, and as I lift it up, that's where you see the greeting.
Surprise.
Right, and again, that is also foiled. Hopefully you can see that. So this little box is resting on top of the card. It has a bottom so that that little tag won't fall out, and you've got the ribbon to hold it so you can easily pull it out. And then here is our coordinating artwork. Now the inside is empty. You can use that printed paper, or you have additional of the die cut pieces that you can use on the inside.
Or extra cardstock.
Right. So you're going to show us how to make that little box?
A little bit of it. Here is that backing piece that we talked about.
Right.
So in this case, it's scored down the center, so you just fold it like a regular card. And then you have the piece here that has the scored lines on the right and left side.
And you can have your wine bottle upside down or right side up, either way you like.
I was getting around to it. So I'm going to pop out that piece that's going to slide down into the box. And then the scored lines, I'm going to go ahead and fold them. And that's easy enough to just do with your fingers, really.
Right.
Fold
Although
here
bone
and
folder is
here.
going to make it nice and crisp, isn't it?
So both sides fold on both of those scored lines. Now that creates the depth of that box there.
Right.
So that's going to be placed on top here. So once you can use Ultra Tape to glue that in place, and then you can slide this into place.
Right. This is going to get glued inside your box down flat.
Right.
And that little shape, wherever it went.
I have a different color, but it looks like this that you pop out. It's also scored on the right and the left, or the top and the bottom. And when this is glued in place, then this is just going to slide up into the bottom of the box.
It too will need to be taped in place because, yeah,
Right.
you get the idea.
It gets taped in place. I have a box over here that I want to show you that's already been glued down. So this one was glued down, and this piece would fit in the bottom like that. Once that's glued in there, then we slide in that piece.
Right, which in this case isn't going to match, but you can see that the message is going to be there. And then you can put this onto another die-cut piece.
Right, or a piece
put the
of
ribbon,
cardstock.
and then that's going to be the reveal. Now, something is different on this one.
About this.
Yeah.
What is different, I'm going to remove that bottom piece
Yeah.
just for a moment, is that the card, here, if I can see, instead of folding the card this way, the card was folded this way. The box was set on top of that piece, and then this piece was cut off.
Right, so you see inside.
So you can see inside. And you can put a message here or on the inside.
Right. Now, there is more you can do. Like we said, you're going to get boxes. Now, you can use the art to decorate the box if you want to use it as a gift. So that's just another option. We've added some gold jewel dazzles. We've added some gold border dazzles. So it just makes another nice presentation. And scrapbookers, I hope you're paying attention because look at this. This is using the festive surprise right here. And you can see that this is that card, just a portion of it on the left side.
Going the opposite direction. And then some of the pieces from the insides that we pull out
are right here, and you can see it's overlapping another piece of the adorable scorable. Here's another piece of the adorable scorable. We haven't even showed you those, but there are additional pieces.
There are additional card topper pieces and lots of little tags and borders.
So you can see that there's our little box right next to it. Now, if you don't want this depth, you can just cut this and have a beautiful frame on top of these words. And you know what? That's going to get you your journaling done, and you don't have to do hardly anything except write or computer journal the year and look at some of those frames. We talked about those extra frames. Isn't that beautiful?
It adds so much, the gold foiling, but there's still, I can see room for jewel border dazzles.
Of course there is.
There, and jewel dazzles sprinkled here and there throughout the piece.
So just think how quickly this page can come together with all of these elements for you. Add your photo. Talk about a quick and easy page.
What I think would be great is make your cards, and then whatever you have left over, use on your scrapbook pages.
Now, I told you there would be more. So there are, as we've alluded to, additional die-cut pieces, borders. You can see there's all of this. This matches that other art.
Matches the other. Here's some of the stacking pieces that we showed you earlier.
Right.
Stack on top of each other.
And again, the foiling.
Art.
So you can see now what might you do with these. Well, wait a second. You've got all of these. Then you also have
the adorable scorable, which is just beautiful. Some with borders on the left, and here's the artwork, and there's the foil throughout. Some of them, here's another one. This is similar with the borders on the top and the bottom.
So some is a foiled. This one isn't. This one is a foil. It's one that you saw earlier.
It's all over foil.
Right. And some are not foiled. So you've got lots of options and lots of artwork.
It's just beautiful.
I think it's, I love this artwork. So here is this piece of the die cuts, and here is the card that was made using the adorable scorable that's included, as well as that really large card topper, and it's got the foiling. Yes, we did add some of the red jewel border dazzles just to kind of finish the edge.
And sprinkled all over are the little jewel dazzles and some ribbon there.
And then on the inside, you can use those extra pieces just to create some beautiful, beautiful cards. And this is another card. Now this is using one of the pieces, and elected to use it with to do these multiple frames. A little bit of foam taping, not too much.
We talked about this one with the surprise card. So this is the top.
Right.
That was used there.
Right. You can just put that onto a different.
Side that was used, yeah.
And here's the inside again, layering those elements. So you're going to get, just lots of additional art. Here is another example of layering the smaller art with the rectangles.
Right. I love that this border strip was placed just a little bit offset on this rectangle, and then just some of the different pieces just scattered all over.
Right. And this is the green border jewel dazzles. We just can't resist. Very pretty with the gold and the green. Hope you have a magical Christmas is what that says.
These are really quick cards to make,
Yeah.
and they don't look quick. I look at them. Like, oh my gosh, you put so much work into those, and you can just say yes, yes.
Yes, thank you. You're totally worth the effort and the hours that I put into this. So if you are ready for a heartfelt Christmas and you like wreaths and you like the idea of festive surprises, and that diamond aperture is just gorgeous.
Just gorgeous.
I think Hunkydory has it for you.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.